We are not the first. The signal.
This February, Hollywood sued Seedance 2.0 for one reason: because of how insanely realistic the videos and films it creates are. These are fast, action-filled scenes made with strong visual effects that make them look insane. You can also make multiple shots where the characters stay completely consistent, like you are directing an entire movie yourself using AI. By the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Seedance 2.0 to its full potential to make your own AI films. The first thing we are doing is jumping over to Higgsfield. There, we'll start by building the reference images, because if you mess that up, you'll never get anything even remotely close to a movie. If you want to follow along, I'll drop the link for it down below. Now I'm heading into Higgsfield to build the 5 reference images: the character, the Mars landscape, the ancient structure, the alien buildings that appear in the final clip, and the title card. For the character, I'll go to Cinema Studio, then into AI Cast, and then I'll click Build Your Cast. In the settings table, I'll set the genre to sci-fi and the budget to $200 million. The budget setting tells the tool to aim for blockbuster level production quality, better lighting, more costume detail, higher visual polish. The gender is female, body type is athletic, age is 35. I'll add one custom physical detail, which is a little bit of freckles across her nose. And for the outfit, I'll describe a worn white and orange spacesuit with mission patches, a cracked visor, and boots covered in red dust. Now I'll hit generate, then I'll click save and name her astronaut. That name is what I use in each video prompt when I want her to show up. The name doesn't need to describe anything. It just has to be consistent across every prompt that references her. The same idea works for the location and other saved images too. The name you give them when saving is what you type later to bring them into the generation. For the Mars landscape, I'll go to cinematic locations and I hit 2K, and I'll generate a wide panoramic view of the planet's surface at golden hour. Then I click save location. For the remaining 3 images, I'll go into Soul Cinema. For the ancient structure, I describe a huge dark rectangular shape standing on the Martian ground. It is covered in sharp carved symbols across its surface, very tall and slightly narrower at the top. The whole shape is clearly visible under clean, even light, and then I save it. For the alien buildings in the final clip, I describe huge alien structures standing on the red Martian ground. They are tall, sharp, and full of detailed shapes. I keep the lighting clean so the size and structure are easy to see. For the title card, I describe a black background with the signal in big white letters, a soft blue glow around the text, and coming soon in smaller text below. Tiny dust particles slowly move across the screen. Then I save it. Across all 5 images, there is one rule: keep the lighting clean and even. If your reference has strong shadows or intense lighting, Seedance tries to copy that into every clip, so your 4 clips can end up looking like they were filmed in completely different places. The whole step takes about 20 minutes. Now we are heading into Higgsfield to generate clip 1. Go to Video Gen and select Seedance 2.0 from the model dropdown. Go to Upload Media, then open the Elements list and add the character and the Mars landscape, then add the monolith as a reference image for this clip. But also note that you can reference the images directly in the prompt if you write their name. Then set the duration to 15 seconds, resolution to 1080p, and the aspect ratio to 16:9. Then paste in the full prompt with the audio section at the bottom. Here's the full prompt I used. Let's go ahead and generate this now.
For 1,000 years, we searched the stars, searching for a sign.
This has come out looking really clean. Now with the visual assets ready, the part of the prompt that determines how cinematic the footage actually feels to watch is not the visuals. It all comes down to the audio, and how you write it in the prompt decides whether you're fixing timing in CapCut or whether it comes back already synced from the generation. So before I generate clip 2, I go back to the prompt and add the audio section at the bottom. Most people skip this and add audio after. You can end up spending like 40 minutes in CapCut just shifting the audio, trying to get the timing right, and it still doesn't feel perfect. But when you add the audio in the same prompt as the video, Seedance builds them together. The voice comes in exactly where you want it, so you don't have to sync anything later. The first part is the narrator line, written exactly how you want it to be spoken out loud. For clip 2, it's something like, "Then we found it, buried, silent, waiting." Short lines with periods, not one long sentence. Seedance reads those breaks and uses them to shape how it's delivered. Right after that, you add the voice description. You can use a detailed description like a deep male narrator who speaks slowly with long dramatic pauses between phrases, like a movie trailer. But even something simple like deep narrator voice works fine. That tells Seedance how the voice should sound, how fast to speak, and how heavy the delivery should feel. Then comes the music. You should describe how it changes over time, like a low, ominous sound that starts almost silently and slowly builds. Seedance can actually follow that across the whole clip. Then add the sound effects in the order you want them, like the sound of something ancient waking up, or even her breathing inside the helmet getting a bit faster. Each one should be specific enough that it can actually created. Just saying sound effects doesn't give it any real direction. How you write the narrator line in the prompt affects how it's delivered, and to emphasize a word, you can write it in all caps within that narrator line. Capping both words in the signal makes it feel heavier, like a title reveal. Now there is one more thing to set up before clip 2 generates. Every new clip starts completely from scratch, unless you give it something to continue from. If clip 2 uses the same reference images as clip 1, the lighting might get changed a bit, and the character might not look exactly the same. Then, when you put them together in CapCut, they won't feel like they belong to the same scene. The change is to add a video reference for clip 2 along with the image references. After clip 1 is generated, I go to Upload Media, then Video Generations. I pick clip 1, trim the last 3 to 5 seconds, and use that trimmed part as the video reference for clip 2. And I leave the reference images and elements as they are. Let's go ahead and generate this now.
Then we found it. Buried. Silent. Waiting.
She is already standing at the base of the structure, looking tiny next to how tall it is. She slowly steps forward. Then we cut to a close shot of her gloved hand pressing flat against the surface. The moment her palm touches it, faint blue symbols light up and spread across the dark surface like a wave. The last shot is a close-up of her eyes inside the visor. Her eyes are wide with awe, and you can see the blue glow reflecting in the glass. The narrator's line is, "Then we found it, buried, silent, waiting," and it comes out exactly how I imagined.
Then we found it. Buried. Silent. Waiting.
The same video reference method will carry into clip 4 later, but clip 3 is where I break the chain on purpose. Clip 2 ends with a close-up of her eyes. Clip 3 starts with the structure exploding and the whole landscape going chaotic. That sudden shift from calm to intense is what makes it hit. So for clip 3, I only use image references and no video reference. And here is the full prompt that I used. So let's go ahead and generate it.
Some signals should never be answered.
Now that all 3 clips are done, clip 4 has to wrap everything up in 15 seconds, show 3 different moments, and end on a title card that feels like a full ending. Because of that, it needs a different setup from the other clips. For clip 4, I upload 2 new reference images. I will use the Mars landscape, the character, the alien structures that haven't appeared yet, and the new title card as image references. I also add the trimmed end of clip 3 as the video reference, so the final clip starts with that same chaotic energy already in motion.
We are not the first. The signal.
In the camera directions, you start seeing these huge alien buildings in the far background. They're so big that everything in front of them suddenly feels really small. She turns and looks up, and these massive shadows pass over her from above. The sky grows darker as clouds begin to form overhead, churning into existence as something massive moves through them above. The whole frame fades out and loses its color. At the end, the dark sky just fades into the title card, while dust is still floating through the air. Then, the signal and coming soon appear and stay there on screen. The narrator says, "We are not the first, the signal."
We are not the first. The signal.
When clip 4 comes back, there are 2 things to look at. First, check if the alien buildings in the background actually feel as huge and far away as they should. Second, see if the move into the title card feels smooth or if it happens too fast. If the buildings look too small, you'll need to make it clearer in the camera direction that they're way further back so they feel massive. And if the transition feels rushed, just add a bit more detail so it fades in more slowly and feels smoother. Now that all 4 clips are generated, I'm heading over to CapCut to put everything together. I'll create a new project, import all 4 clips, and drop them onto the timeline in order from clip 1 through to clip 4. The cut between clip 2 and clip 3 needs the most attention. Clip 2 ends on a very quiet, tight close-up of her eyes. Clip 3 starts right away with the structure bursting into bright light and the whole landscape shaking apart. Put them right next to each other with no gap at all. Even a tiny half-second pause takes away from the impact because the viewer gets a moment to get ready for it. The transitions between clips 1 and 2 and clips 3 and 4 will already flow smoothly because the video reference connects them. If the first frame of a new clip feels a bit slow or looks like it's not moving yet, just cut off that first half second. Sometimes Seedance adds a tiny moment at the start before the motion actually begins. Now with all 4 clips on the timeline, add 2 audio layers. First, add a cinematic trailer music track underneath everything. Don't remove or change the Seedance audio. Keep the voice, ambient sound, and built-in effects as they are. The trailer music is just there to connect the full 60 seconds and make it feel like one continuous piece. Choose something that slowly builds across the whole video and reaches its peak around the title card. Keep the volume low so it supports the narration rather than overpowering it. The second audio layer is a title card whoosh sound. It is a short, sharp sound that goes exactly on the first frame where the signal appears on screen. Find that exact frame in CapCut after the dissolve and place the sound right there, not before and not after. You can use a heavy whoosh, a deep hit, or even a low rumble that fades into silence. The exact sound doesn't matter as much as the timing. Hitting that moment exactly is what makes the title feel like a real reveal. Before you export, play the full 60-second cut from start to finish. You are checking 3 things. First, whether the cut from clip 2 to clip 3 hits hard. Second, whether the narrator sounds like the same voice across all 4 clips. Third, whether the trailer music builds smoothly all the way into the title card. When you are ready to export, set the resolution to 1080p. Export it as an MP4 with high-quality settings.
For 1,000 years, we searched the stars, searching for a sign. Then we found it, buried, silent, waiting.
Some signals should never be answered. We are not the first. The signal.
The final trailer looks great, and the average person would never guess this was made with AI. The link to Higgsfield is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.